Hello, good evening, everybody on the internet. What's going on? My name is Josh. Welcome to bonus stage for another Let's Listen. Tonight we're joined by Rob of Kuraga Records, and we are here to listen and celebrate video game Lo-Fi Kirby, featuring Besso and GlitchxCity. Rob, how are you doing tonight, man? Oh, we lost audio from you there, bud.
Check. Hello.
That's better. How are you?
All right. Good. Sorry about that. Yeah, over at my folks' place today, I'm doing good. We're just celebrating the Independence Day and beautiful day out here. So it's been fun to barbecue and hang out.
Yeah, it's been a nice, gorgeous day up here in the Pacific Northwest. The weather is definitely getting me in the mood for some chill vibes, and that is just going to be all over this release. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the background of this album and how and why it got started in the first place?
Yeah, so Besso and I have been friends for a very long time, making music together for a while. We came out with Pokemon, Lo-Fi Pokemon was one of the first releases we did on Kuraga Records. And yeah, he was slowly like itching to start making more music and always wanted to do Kirby with Glitch. And so we hit up Glitch and she was on board. And that's it just kind of all fell into place from there. All of the music that you're going to hear tonight is made by like legitimate fans of Kirby and the music, and you can really tell it's pretty cool. Just chilled out. Like the whole thing is just probably one of the chillest lo-fi albums that we have on the label right now. So I'm really stoked to be getting. What is that like? Nice little Kirby emote in chat. I love it.
Kirby plushie. Oh god, that one needs to get stuffed. I think. Oh man, there we go. Hey, what's up, Brian Stewart?
Cute. I love it.
Oh man. Well, unfortunately, Besso and GlitchxCity couldn't be here with us tonight. Besso's all the way over in Europe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he lives in Amsterdam and is getting ready to go to the UK for a bit, I believe. And Glitch is, I believe, just traveling, doing some. I'm not sure where she is actually at the moment, but always busy. Glitch is one of the busiest, most hardworking musicians I've ever known.
Well deserved. Sorry, hard work is well deserved. No, I mean all the successes that she's having, of course. Oh man. Well, all the same, still glad to have you here with us, Rob, and you were featured on the album as well. You play on one of the tracks that we'll hear later on, as well as doing all of the mastering engineer yourself. No small task. But in place of Besso and GlitchxCity, we do have some comments, and these are coming to us from the liner notes for the vinyl that's going to be pressed for this release.
Yeah, so the vinyl for this one, and I'm downloading it now. I finally found the images.
Oh, yes.
So it's the cutest pink vinyl. You just want to eat it.
Don't eat vinyl.
Don't eat vinyl,
please. Yeah,
but maybe a little nibble.
Maybe if you just inhale it whole, it'll just come out intact and won't poison you.
Right, exactly. Extract all. But yeah, something that we've started doing with a lot of our vinyls is we have a slick 4-page insert with extra artwork, all of the track liner notes, and then excuse me, and then just extra special thanks, our extra artwork. I think I already said that, but yeah, it's just something kind of a little extra that we've been trying to do with our vinyls lately. And tonight, since they're not able to be here, Josh and I are going to read off their particular liner notes for each track. So looking forward to that, because it gives a little kind of like artist insight into how the tracks were made and like how they were feeling when they were made. Just a really cool like little bonus feature.
Bonus feature. I see what you did there. I'm excited to read these. If you want them in print, delivered far better than Rob and I can justify tonight, then definitely suggest you go and grab the vinyl when it's pressed and released. But yeah, we've got 10 tracks to listen to tonight, a mix of Kirby songs all across the franchise. Lots of deep cuts and surprises. I gotta say that like Kirby's soundtracks are typically like very high energy, very
Right.
all over the place. Listening to the album earlier this week in prep for the show, I loved the contrast of delivering it in a lo-fi style. Besso and GlitchxCity did an incredible job, and if I'm not mistaken, they did collaborate on all the tracks. Like both of them were involved.
Yep. So they're on every track, and then I also worked with them on one track. I think we'll listen to in the second or third part of the segment. But Cookie Country.
Cookie Country, yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. Well, why don't we just start out with the first 3 tracks on this album, folks? We've got aptly titled for the first track on the album, Welcome Back, Kirby. That is Green Greens from Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Love that. We've got Vegetable Valley up second from Kirby's Adventure, and then King Dedede. Sorry, King Dedede. I gotta get good at that because that's gonna come up a lot tonight. From Dedede's Drum Dash Deluxe. That is a lot of D's, all right. All right. Well, listen to D's tunes, folks. Let's
listen.
That is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Chill as hell.
Chill as F, dude. Oh man. Well, yeah. In place of the artist being here to say anything on their own behalves, we've got some artist quotes in the liner notes. Artist quotes in the liner notes, folks. Yeah, coming straight from the vinyl, the vinyl liner. Yeah, I think Rob, you wanted me to take Besso, and then you're gonna take Glitch.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. All right. Well, yeah, just like a general statement from the artist quote, if you will. Besso says, "Gosh, I love how this album turned out. Working with Glitch was a breeze. We went outside our usual style for this one. The most challenging track for me to work on was definitely City Trials, which we haven't heard yet, but I'm going to try and remember that. No, Scrobot, you can't do Goofy Time right now. Oh, shoot. I hope Besso doesn't get mad at me. Um, I'm very much a major key boy, and that song is Kirby's Bohemian Rhapsody in a minor key. My favorite track, also in minor key, is King Dedede. We truly made that song a vibe, in my opinion. Thank you for listening." Oh my God, Scrobot. Wow. Okay, we're really, really representing Besso at their best here tonight.
Yeah, I will not be doing this for Glitch.
No, Rob. No one's redeeming my channel points to make you perform. That's all good.
George.
Uh, all right. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna keep City Trials in mind for later. Most challenging to work on for Besso. That's yeah. Cool. And very much a major key boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And
major keys.
yeah, do you want to read for Glitch?
Yeah, I'll read Glitch's. Glitch says, Kirby is such a beloved character in the video world of video games, and it was such an honor to work on this album with Besso. We knocked this one out of the park, and it was such an awesome experience to get to work with each other's styles and sounds. We both picked up some new skills along the way, which is a nice plus, and we were able to make something truly unique between us. Give this album a listen and then listen to it again. I guarantee that you will hear something new each time you take it for a spin. And thank you for listening to our work.
Hell yeah. Yeah, knocked it out of the park. Well, we heard some of the park knocking out of just now with Green Greens. I mean, that is a classic Kirby song from the very first game. I haven't played Forgotten Land. I don't know what, I definitely caught like some kind of reprisal energy in that opening track there. But maybe we should just go and see what the artists have to say, because they have
Yeah.
a comment for each track here. Besso says, "Okay, goofy time's over. Scrubbutt, just put it away for now." Besso says, the most classic of Kirby songs, Green Greens, of course. We wanted the song to be not like the usual version, so we've actually put the intro as the outro. Gives a nice kick in the nostalgia as the song ends to mark the start of the album. Love it. I put a lot of synthy plucks in this track, and Glitch made it feel so warm with that nice bass as well. I think we definitely did the poster child for Kirby music justice with a nice twist in the end. Nice twist in the end. I'm going to bite my tongue on that one.
Glitch said, "Green Greens is one of those timeless classics." Besso and I agreed that that we should deviate a bit on this one with our own prowess. It starts off very familiar and then gets a bit deeper with the piano and melody. I had a fun time writing up the piano bit, and there were a couple times throughout the track that I felt goosebumps. You know, the ones you get when you feel all cozy inside. Yeah, those. This theme feels like cozy and familiar place, almost like home.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that sentiment.
Agree with that 100%.
Especially like such an iconic Kirby track. Like, just it felt like you were just like, oh, okay. At the end of the day, Kirby's at home. He's by the fireplace. He's got like a little blanket and some tea, and just vibing. Maybe
chilling.
Studying. Maybe he's got an exam in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. No, I really love that track. Excellent sounds in there as well, and I like what Besso said as well about the start of the album. Definitely need to start on a familiar foot.
Right.
Cool. We had Vegetable Garden after that. Besso says, "Oh man, I love this song. It is one of my favorites of the album. It's the most lo-fi song we have on the album. Loved putting the piano in for this one. Glitch already had made it such a vibe. I got sent the first WIP when I was on vacation and could not wait to work on it. What a warm track this is, and those kinds of tracks are completely my weakness. I did a ton of harmonizing for this track. It was incredibly fun and very pleasing for me to do. A vibe this track. A vibe, comma, this track."
This track. GlitchxCity says, "This track here is Besso's favorite. I'm glad I was able to provide such a workable material for him to work his magic on this. It's a very warm vibe, and I loved putting the chords together to help build out the foundation. On top of that, Besso's leads made for a perfect vegetable soup recipe. I'm really impressed at how well we were able to mesh our sounds together."
So I have a question. Like, when the artists are preparing these liner notes, like, is one of them reading what the other has written first, or are they just both going blind? Okay.
Nope. I ask him both separately, and then I put them together for the
I just love how Besso's like, "It is one of my favorites of the album," and Glitch is like, "This track here is Besso's favorite."
Yep.
It just speaks to how closely they worked and how well they worked together. Oh man. So because you've got your eye behind the green curtain there. Do you have like insight into like what each member is doing for each song? Like,
No, not as much when it comes to their own production process. They'll give me like works in progresses and ask for like, hey, what do you think of this, what do you think of that, or this is the bass too heavy, like I'll give them that kind of feedback, but I genuinely don't know going into it what I'm going to get. And I think that's kind of part of the fun of it for me anyways, as a manager, and making sure that the album is successful is like, I never know what I'm going to get, and that's I know it's going to be good because I know their music is good, but
you've got the right people for the job. You're just waiting to see what comes out. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. 100%.
Oh man. And then King Dedede. Just King Dedede.
Just King Dedede.
I'm getting my practice in. Besso says, "I think it's safe to say that this track is one of our favorites, if not the favorite one. Oh man, sorry. Are all these just going to be the favorite tracks?
Yeah, every track is the favorite track.
I'm sensing a theme here. Yeah. Oh man, I started this track with the backing, beat, percussion, and first melody. This track is the most far out one that we've done, and I love it. Glitch filled this one out perfectly. The accompanying bells with the piano is so good. I think we both put a lot of ourselves into this track. It truly makes it the most ethereal track of the album, with everything combined, and we certainly made it the most unique soundtrack of the album. I still get goosebumps listening to it. All like the ones you had earlier in the
In the first track that was your favorite. Yes.
goosebumps and favorites, and yeah.
And the glitch goes on to say, now I don't know how we did it, but this has got to be one of our top. This has to be our top. So she's also continuing the trend here. This has to be our top song from the album. King Dedede himself is very iconic, and felt that we had to do this theme justice. When I received the work in progress from Besso, I said, "Hot diggity dog, this is gonna slap." I'm sure that's exactly what she said, actually. That sounds very much like her. There was a point in time where I was a little stumped at whether or not to do a double time up on the main theme, but I let my piano speak for itself to go along with Besso's lovely sounds. It was such an enjoyable experience arranging King Dedede's theme, and I would do it all over again.
Well, I don't think you need to do it all over.
Yeah,
again,
no, we're good.
You did it once the right way, and that's
yeah. We don't need any more of the same. But if you did, I'm sure it would be your favorite track on the album.
Yes,
so.
Definitely. Oh man! Speaking of favorite tracks on the album, you know what's coming up next? There's 3 more songs that are definitely going to be your favorite track on the album, folks. And you yourself are going to be featured on this song as well, Rob. The first song that we're going to listen to here, because it's Cookie Country. Is it your favorite song on the album?
No.
Hot take.
I think my favorite it will be coming up after. So
okay, you're being serious. but you are featured. Are you playing bass on this one?
Yeah, I played. Which one did I play? What did I play on this one? Because the process on this one, I can talk about that later. I think I played guitar and bass on this. Yeah, I did.
Nice. All right, We figured it out. Cool. All right, we got Cookie Country, possibly with Rob playing guitar and or bass. And then we're going to have The Fountain of Dreams from Kirby Air Ride, followed by Butter Building from Kirby's Epic Yarn. Such a cute, charming game. Yeah, so why don't we let's
listen?
Simply charming. Absolutely amazing. Loved it. All of them my favorite tracks on the album.
They're all my favorite bops.
Butter Building was especially smooth.
It was
Although Found in the Dreams, I mean that one is.
That's my favorite track on the album.
And Rob's being serious this time.
I am being serious this time. I love our collab for sure. Like Cookie Country was really fun to work on, but yeah, the jazz lounge vibe from Found in a Dreams is what draws me in specifically.
Yeah, that muted trumpet tone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, you can't go wrong. Oh man. Well, let's see what the artists have to say themselves, not being here. Besso says about. Sorry, we're talking about Cookie Country to start here. Besso says, "Love this track. It is in major key, so absolutely my jam. We made this one with Rob, aka Save Point. This track feels so happy-go-lucky. It was hard for us to get the balance right. 3 people working on one track, fill it up fast." But we definitely did it justice. Glitch put in some really nice strings and accompanying piano. The epic muted saxophone at the end. Oh, muted saxophone, my bad. At the end was a late addition.
I thought it was a trumpet too.
Rob and I were working on the track in a call, and at the very end of the call, we found that sample and had to put it in. It fits perfectly with the rest, and it totally slaps. Whoever recorded that sax in the studio was having a total blast.
We found we were kind of like at that point in the song where we're like, we can't add any more to this, and if we do, it's just going to sound forced, right? So we just kept searching for like a solo section. We're like, okay, let's strip out the last part of the song and make it a solo section, and we found this like sax recording. This guy just like ripped through, just did a bunch of different like jazzy little riffs and just ripped through like 32 bars of solos, and we just kind of like picked out which one parts of the solo we wanted and pasted it in there, and we didn't have to do much work to it. We just like put some tape saturation on it, and that was it. But yeah, it turned out really good, really good.
Yeah, that has a nice effect on that. And then yeah, do you want to read what?
Yeah, I'll read
Glitch has?
Glitches here. Says, I I feel like I'm walking through the cookie emporium. Working with Besso and Rob, aka Save Point, was such a treat. This, yeah, aka. This is such a happy and warm tune, and I absolutely love how it came out. Besso did an amazing job laying down the foundation. I threw in my signature, wrote for the chords, and Rob added the cherry on top with his sax. No, I didn't. I feel I feel so happy listening to this tune.
With his sax samples, yeah.
The sax samples, yeah. No, I played guitar on that one. God, I can't remember which tracks I play guitar on anymore.
Can you pick it out? Can you be like, oh, that's me playing guitar? Versus,
yeah. That one was hard though. I think because there was a Besso guitar part, and then there was a guitar part that I wanted to put in, and we spent a lot of time like going back and forth, like which one do we use? So that's where that one came from. But I also like programmed the bass and did the drums on that one. So with Besso, that was actually a really fun story. We were just sitting in a call working on it, one of the first sessions, and it was just all really working really smoothly together. And he just said, "We just need like a warm shaker." And I just immediately I picked one up. It was sitting right next to me, and I just picked it up and was like, okay, like this, and we just recorded it into the mic right there. And that's the most like off the cuff lo-fi type thing I've ever done, because I didn't set up for recording. I just recorded it into like Discord, and we took that sample and like mixed it into the track. So that's pretty funny.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's just natural and organic. Always have your egg shakers at the ready, folks. You never know when you're gonna need
so many times that I've done that for lo-fi music, where I'll just like, oh, this needs some percussion. Okay, I'll just play it. Like, record it into my mic on my headset or something.
Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, the fidelity is it matches. Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Oh, all right, now we're gonna get into the trumpet, muted trumpet. With the Fountain of Dreams.
Yeah.
Oh man. Besso says jazz, jazz, jazz. Three times jazz.
3.
Outside of our usual wheelhouse, but dang what a vibe this one is. It's sexy, it's chill and mysterious, yet familiar. We both got to flex our jazz hands with this one. The muted trumpet was a must-have on this track. We chose this one to be the end of A side halfway through the album for obvious reasons. The ending is a bit melancholic with the raw, reworked bass and sad piano. Love this track since we kept it a bit more empty sounding. Yeah, it definitely doesn't need a lot. It's already super smooth.
Yeah. And Glitch goes on to say, all I could think about while working on this was melee signals in Smash tournaments. That's hilarious. Besso dropped the work in progress for this to me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm in. I didn't have a lot of experience with jazz myself, but I was eager to learn to see if I could apply what I learned to this track. What I learned is that jazz chords are confusing. I think once I figured out how to resolve the chord progressions, everything clicked, and we had a smooth sounding track.
Yeah, no signs of struggle, at least not in the finished product, for sure.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
It's my favorite track on the album again, yeah.
Now, when we started talking about this at the beginning of the show, you were talking about, I don't know if you said it to the audience or not, about how, like, this album is produced by real Kirby fans.
Yeah.
Just when Glitch is like melee singles in Smash tournaments.
Right.
Oh man. And this is maybe one of the things that I wish they were here to talk to a little bit about themselves. But if you have any knowledge, or if you yourself are like a big Kirby fan, I would love to hear some Kirby love, because it
I'm,
is it's not like I've played Kirby's Dream Course. I
yeah.
haven't played a lot of like the traditional side scrolling or N64 kind of stuff.
I didn't play any of them as a kid really either. I played the Game Boy one. As a like I was what, like 10 when that one was out. I think the Kirby fan in my family is my kid, Lily. She's 6 and she's 100%ed all the Kirby games that she can so far. She even started picking up like the Crystal Shards, the 64 version on the Switch, and she's been rocking that one for a little bit too. So she loves all the Kirby games, and I've played through a lot of the Forgotten Land with her, the newest one, and that was fun. But when it comes to like lore or like love for Kirby, not one of my like absolute favorite games, but they're very cute and fun music. So
I will say I've heard that the Kirby lore is like deadly consistent. Like there is characters that are like in different games in the franchise and stuff like that. Everything is just like super, like the continuity is tight. Obviously I don't have the knowledge to like speak to that firsthand, but I've seen like people like dive into it on YouTube a lot. Yeah. Oh man, nothing's like popping off the top of my head. Folks, just go Google Kirby lore continuity, and you will find some golden material,
right.
which will be a much better time spent than me trying to explain it. All right, that brings us to butter building. Smooth. I think Katie Scary said that this might be her favorite. So we'll see what she has to say about that. But Besso has to say, this is my Basie baby. In the spirit of the video game lo-fi Pokemon track, New Barktown, I had to have a super warm, bass-heavy track. This is one of my all-time favorite Kirby tracks.
Still a favorite. It's another favorite.
I found the plucked cello sample and started humming the melody over it. I knew instantly that this was the sample for the track. It was such a hook for me. Glitch swooped in with a fantastic second half at 48 seconds in. Such an incredible vibe. We finished this track quite quickly, and with that, the first single was done. Total banger, in my opinion.
And Glitch says, butter building is Besso's baby. That's really funny. It's like every track is his Besso's favorite. So
yeah, Glitch is like, you can have that.
You can have that. I can picture him just tucking in the song to bed and kissing it goodnight. This was actually the first track we worked on and finished from the album. We both found a way to add our signature flavors to the track, and it came out wonderfully. We sort of used butter building as a starting point for how the remainder of the tracks were started or structured. I fell in love with the inclusion of Poyo, and which was done by Besso's friend Marsh. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but there was like a little like underneath you heard Poyo, and it like echoed back and forth a little bit. Yeah. The chord progression in this one is one of my favorites, and I get a kick out of it each time I listen to it.
Yeah, no, I totally missed that Poyo sample, honestly.
Yeah.
You'll have to go back, you'll have to purchase the vinyl so that put it on your put the low fidelity music on your high fidelity headphones and search for that Poyo track. Yeah.
I think we're ready to move into the last music segment of the evening.
I think so too. Yeah, we've got coming up is the most challenging, according to Besso. We're going to be listening to City Trial first and foremost. That one is from Kirby Air Ride. We're going to listen to 4 tracks this time, folks. We got City Trial from Kirby Air Ride. We got Grape Garden from Kirby's Adventure. We've got Havoc Aboard the Halberd from Kirby Super Star. And we're going to finish things off with A New Dream for Tomorrow. Such a fitting way to end. And that one is from Kirby's Dream Collection. Well, Rob, let's
listen.
Yeah, absolutely. A new dream for tomorrow. I had a dream, and it was very sweet that we listened to an entire lo-fi Kirby track album by Besso and GlitchxCity, and it
And
was awesome.
every track was my favorite.
Yeah, that's the thing I gathered from the dream. Yeah, absolutely. Oh man. Well, we got to wrap things out because Rob's got to go and grill for his family on a July the 4th weekend. Or no, I guess I don't know. Does the weekend start like tonight? Like,
For America, yeah,
yeah,
they like to get drunk and shoot guns and blow shit up.
yeah.
Starting last night usually. So
Oh man. Well, you participate in as much of that as you feel comfortable with.
yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about what Besso and GlitchxCity had to say about those four tracks that we listened to. Starting with City Trial, we heard earlier from the artist quote that that was a very challenging one for Besso, and yeah, he just comes out and says, "This track was the bane of my existence. The minor key bohemian rhapsody of all Kirby songs. I started this track and it sounded gritty and heavy. It was a vibe that a lot of my friends liked, but I wasn't sold on it just yet. I spent hours reworking the first work in progress until I had to give up and send it to Glitch with the message, I cannot with this song. She took it and turned it into a total vibe. This one still sounds like the grittiest and darkest song on the album. I really like the way it sounds now. Chapeau Glitch, hats off to you, the minor key queen."
And Glitch says, City File felt like the final boss of this album. Besso chucked over his work in progress, and I said, say less, fam. And we had a working track after a lot of trial and error. I loved, I love working on with songs with in the minor key, and was determined to make the elements that Besso and mine work together. Happy to say that we have conquered this trial and together and came out on top with such a super nice vibe for this song.
Yeah, yeah, definitely well done. I don't know why minor keys are so hard for you, Besso, but I don't know. Get off them white keys, man.
Right.
Oh, that was a beautiful song. I love what they did with it. And then we had Grape Garden, of course. Besso says, "I love Grape Garden. I love harmonizing with what a lot of artists lay down. This was the perfect track for that. My favorite, in fact." No, he didn't say that. We had a bit of a struggle with how to start this track. I wasn't sold on the first start we had. It was missing something, and Glitch agreed, but we didn't know what to actually put into the first 18 seconds. We pulled it off, though. Grape Garden is a truly classic Kirby song, and I think we really did it justice with some nice improv harmonies here and there.
And Glitch goes on to say, Grape Garden was probably the second or third track that we worked on for the album. Besso and I were going back and forth to solidify the intro. Once that was good to go, we started laying down a foundation. I love the structure we had, especially when we both came in that 54-second mark. At the 54-second mark. That whole section is such a vibe, and it felt gratifying once we got to that part in the song. Because Grape Garden is originally such a fast-paced song, it was a welcome challenge to slow it down and help bring out the elements that make the original song shine.
Mm-hmm. That's just like, again, like listening to this block, I was just reminded, like, oh man, like Kirby music is just so frantic and all over the place. Like they really, really did a good job of just like slowing it down, breaking it down, keeping it pretty minimalist too.
Right.
Yeah. Havoc aboard the Halberd. That's a mouthful. Besso has to say, jazz again. Glitch got to flex and style all over this track. Noir is probably the first thing that comes to mind when listening to this track. My only contribution to this track, and no, I'm not kidding, is the shakers and match blowout in the background. Rob, you were talking about that backstage, about that sound effect that was used in the percussion there.
Right.
I thought it would be cool to have a matchbox as the shaker. You can also hear me light up a match and blow it out. I wanted to put more in, but then I thought to myself, this is the vibe, though. I should not touch it more, and I didn't. Sometimes less is more, and in this case, I don't think I would have done the track justice by adding more. This song is absolutely Glitch's baby, and I love the track all the more for it.
Kirby and Noir, who knew that those would fit so well together. Halberd is one of those iconic tunes from the series, similar to Green Greens and Dedede. Tackling this was pretty interesting for us. We felt we shouldn't overproduce this one and just let the vibes take over instead. Besso included the matchbox and blowing out the match was pretty genius. It was so good that we decided to include it at the end of the track as well. Makes for a good ending, yeah? And yeah, I have to agree. I think it's really cool when we just use like things around the house to make percussion sounds out of. And that's just how uh, you get your percussion tracks is, pot banging here or scratching on the side of a matchbox or something. Uh, there's been a couple times where I've like taken macaroni box and just like shaken it as a shaker, and it works. So
Yeah, KD. Hey kids, what's for dinner tonight? You want some KD?
yeah.
We're warming up the box right now. Oh man, yeah. The end of the track there with the blowout, lovely. It's like you're just blowing out the candles on a birthday cake or on a candle by the side of your bed, getting ready to go into the next track, which is "Dreaming a New Dream for Tomorrow." Besso says the final track, what a beauty. The track was already more than half done when I received it, so I harmonized my piano with Glitch's piano and put the shakers in and more piano halfway through. This track most definitely shows that Glitch is not only the minor key queen, but also a big major key player. Oh, love the wordplay. We chose this track to be the last of the album. Just listen to that last bit of harmonic piano at 2:15, followed by that outro. It just made for the best album ending. I'm just wondering, how are people going to go to these time codes on their vinyl?
They're not, but
Of course.
thanks for pointing that out. I did not even register.
You can just put markers on the press.
That's hilarious, dude. Like no one's going to be able to know 2:15 on the last track, like unless you're a DJ, maybe. Glitch goes on to say, "Hey, now I can work magic in a major key too." Besso and I decided that this would be the last track on the album and figured that we would make a good ending towards a new beginning. I arranged the piano for this and its main foundation of the song, and Besso accented the track perfectly with his harmonic piano. My favorite part picks up at 150 towards the end and really hammers home that Kirby feeling, and I'm glad that we had a chance to, to shine a light on this hidden gem of a song at exactly 1 minute and 50 seconds, okay, when you're listening to the vinyl. That's great. That just makes it better in my mind. Yeah.
All those dedicated vinyl snobs are going to be like, all right, I'm going to start the track and I'm going to time it.
Right. You want to throw up? Can you throw up the picture of the vinyl real quick?
Yes, absolutely.
I want everyone to see this.
Oh my gosh!
You can also check it out on Bandcamp. But yeah, look at that, incredible! It's so cute. I want to eat it. Looks like candy, forbidden candy,
like bubble gum. Yeah, exactly. And just the quality. I mean, I wouldn't expect much less from Kuraga Records, honestly.
Do our best.
and you've done your best. That was and has been and will continue to be in perpetuity. Video Game Lo-Fi, Kirby, featuring Besso and GlitchxCity, and also a little bit of save point here. Yeah, that was amazing. So that is going to be that is released now on Bandcamp.
It is, and it will be streaming on all of your major streaming services at midnight your local time this evening. So you'll be able to stream or pick up a vinyl. We have cute little cassettes that are pink as well, and CDs are on the way. But vinyl actually is going to be here like by the end of the month at the latest. So we're really stoked that we don't have to wait too long for it this time around, because that's been a problem lately. But yeah, out now on Bandcamp. You can go check it out there. And I just want to give a couple shout outs. I see Dream Hive Games in the chat. That is art by Galen, who helped with this amazing artwork. He and I both tackled that together. And I guess there we go. Put it up on the, I think my favorite part about it is the little star in the middle, and just kind of, and then like the God rays that are coming out from like the left side into the middle. That's, I don't know. It's just so shiny and cute and fun. Yeah,
it's beautiful. Well done.
Yep. Just a second.
Yeah.
Come on, just a second. All right, so I'm gonna bounce.
Yes, that is All good and understood. Yeah, folks, thank you for showing up here tonight. We're going to be publishing this episode on YouTube next week. And speaking of next week, we've got the first of two listening parties because we have a huge release that we are going to have to split in half. We've got Champions, a tribute to Shovel Knight, a
Ooh,
huge community album that is like over 40 tracks. So we're going to be
wow.
starting that next week here on Bonus Stage. We'll do a Let's Listen at 6 p.m. Pacific time as usual. Yeah, so please come around for that. And also, if you want to find out anything else about what we're doing at Bonus Stage, just go to bonusstage.ca or look up Bonus Stage Van on your social medias. Yeah, folks. All right, we're gonna let Rob's family eat. So thank you very much again, Rob. We'll talk to you later, and we'll see all the
Yep.
rest of you next week. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.